collaboration and putting this day together. Along with the people who are facilitating, to hand over to Jen Hesson of Galway Community College.
My name is Jen Hesson. I work as a youth worker in Galway at the moment, but I suppose more recently I was director of St Patrick's Day Parade, and I run the GALCA, the Galway Community Arts Network Facebook page for the last 4 years. More recently, I directed the St Patrick's Day Parade, and the theme was Creative Communities. Out of that, we had 71 community groups take part, and I think the lovely idea of creative communities really can be seen on the day, where you gave people, you empowered people to really come up with their own style of how they would like to express themselves. So yeah, it was a wonderful experience, and I suppose it's lovely again now, especially with Capital Culture coming up.
Over 3 years, we had events to celebrate World Community Arts Day. We had the follow-up facilitation skills network, and now we're absolutely delighted to have you drawn here to maybe take us one step further, especially with all the things that are looming on Galway Horizon at the moment with Capital Culture and other new art strategy.
Right at your table. You're going to have a large sheet of paper on the table when you come back with some pens, colouring pens. We might lay out some paints here as well in case some of you get really creative. And what you do, you see there's a timeline here. From there we're going to really try and each group examine the strengths for that cultural development or that cultural symbol, and the things that didn't happen, the things that almost collapsed it. And the objective, in a sense, is really to see where the strengths are already, build them, where the weaknesses are, do we need to shore them up or should we drop them? Okay? But taken from a very personal and community experience of culture.
Uninclusive, that's the word, that arts can be. So that was some of the things that came up at our table. So our first symbol was a purple angel, and it was the time we put on it was the 1700s, when black people first started to be used for the entertainment of others. So black people being exploited and excluded.
This is 26. The Artists Room Gallery was founded in Galway, and Lucy is on the board, and she was saying just that for her this was entirely so maybe her involvement in Galway is very much tied up in the 26 Gallery, and is yes, so for her it was what she's saying.
There I started a show in '96 on Flirt FM Community Radio. I discovered Community Radio back in '96. So you can skip forward. I rediscovered Community Radio in September 2014, and that's when I began the process of trying to deliver community radio stations in all the city.
And again, I suppose for me it was something about, this is something we maybe around the time, oh that's a week, that's useless, that's no good. But certainly as a small child, I remember the pleasure of blowing the seed heads, and in herbal medicine and that, and dandelion is very valuable, it's very valuable for the bees and that. So to me it was a symbol of culture, in that a lot of things that we're used to and we see every day and we don't really value.
called the Equality and Human Rights Act, okay? And we're the first nation in the world to join up equality and human rights. Northern Ireland has a human rights legislation. Other places, Ireland traditionally had an equality legislation. We're the first one to put forward this new equality and human rights. The UN has one set of legislation around what's specifically termed cultural rights. So if we look at the equality and human rights legislation, we're focused more particularly on the area of culture. So I just want to say, we won't go into social, economic, political rights, and civil rights. We're just focusing in today on cultural rights. But let's look at what could cultural rights mean. And that's why I've actually to answer that question, culture is. Because before we understand what rights are, let's get a feel for what culture is. But in terms of the UN Committee on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, it says that the meaning of culture is no longer an expression of knowledge or demand for recreational activities, or as something to be consumed, consumer goods, but reflects a way of being and feeling, in short, a community's way of being, of life and